Well, exactly almost a month later, hey everyone! I'm sorry that I have actually sucked at uploading YouTube videos. I don't really have an excuse. I've thought about it pretty much every day or close to every day, and then I just don't chunk out the time to do it. So now I'm gonna talk. I've been in New Zealand for about a month now, a little over a month, like a month and a week-ish, and it's been awesome. Making tons of new friends. People are very easy to get along with here. I joined a barbershop choir, which is super fun, and I love my flatmates, and I've decorated my room, and I have a job, and going hiking this weekend, and went hiking last weekend, and it's just been a whirlwind. I'll start off with the flat. So I absolutely love my flat. I'm in Mount Victoria, which is so Wellington, it's kind of a valley and it's surrounded by mountains, and Mount Victoria is one of the mountains, and so I'm up on a mountain. Walking up here is great for my legs. Yeah, so I walk up here quite often, and then you can continue going up, and I'm gonna put in a little video of what it looks like at the tip top of Mount Vic from like a few weeks ago, actually, when Will and I first got here. I recorded it and I was like, I should put this on my YouTube channel, and then just never made a video. So yeah, I'll put that in here. Here is downtown Wellington. And then my flatmates themselves, it's me and 4 other people. We've got Luca, Paul, Rachel, and Tom. And Rachel and Tom are unfortunately moving out, but we're getting 2 new cool roommates named Hannah and Andy. So I will do kind of a introduction to them maybe in another video, but they're all from New Zealand and super fun, ranging from students to working full-time, but we're all between the ages of like 21 and 23, I think. So we're all the same age range and we get along super well. So here they call like really deep conversations, they call them yarns, like Y-A-R-N-S, yarns. So we have great yarns. They say yarns, let's have a yarn. And we like sit in the front room. Like last night we watched a movie and drank wine, and we're gonna have a Halloween party here next weekend, and I'll have all of our friends come over. So it's just a great situation, and I absolutely love being around them, and I'm really happy with this flat. I'll show you my room. So this is my room. I cleaned it just for this video, but so we have the desk, you know, area, my cool jacket, you know, some lights. I got these postcards pack at the Te Papa Museum, which is like the Museum of New Zealand and all about like Maori culture. My bed, you know, some more lights, closet door thing. This is my closet. These are all the photos that I had just developed. A couple photos from formal, and then mostly like my friends from over the summer at Chiefs. And then this beautiful piece of whatever is actually like wrapping paper, and I saw it and I was like, you know, it's really beautiful. I'm just gonna hang that on my wall, because why not? And then I have this little stand and my climate strike poster, all my toiletries, and then a window and these heinous drapes. Yeah, and then if you open the window, I like look out to another house, but then there's Wellington. And then let's see, we've got some friends to chat about. Will and I went to an Oktoberfest a few weeks ago at a brewery called Heyday. We had amazing beer and dressed up, and I'll put the little picture here. But we made friends with the people at that table, so we've hung out with them a few times. Ben and Tom, they've become like pretty close friends of ours. And we've gone over to their flat and played games. They're super nice people. Then we have Susie and Lorcan, and we met Susie on the plane here, which is super fun. So we've gone hiking with them, we've gone out for drinks with them, house parties, whatever. They're like super cool. Lorcan's from Ireland and Susie's from the UK. Really great people. Got my friend Nell, Bumble BFF here, is back in action. Internet friends are amazing. And she's actually coming over tonight. We're probably gonna go have a little dance, a little drink, a little dinner, you know, all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's silent, but okay, and now I'll talk about my job. So in New Zealand, at least like on the holiday work visa, it's easy to get jobs through agencies here. So I applied to like a bunch of different agencies, so did Will, and it's easier just to find like temp work to start out and go from there. So the job I actually have, I'm a ministerial officer, so I'm dealing with official information. So when people write in and they need official information from like government or like court cases or hear from their minister, we take that, we allocate it, we make sure everything's organized, and we send it back out to them. So it's a pretty interesting job. I love my coworkers and the work environment is really nice. It's only a 6-week contract though, so after this contract, who knows where I'll be. Will and I are doing very well. We see each other a few times a week, and most of the time on weekends we're going away. This weekend we're going to Lake Taupo, which I will make a video of when we're there. And yeah, it's honestly just been like a lot of fun. A huge just like change, but good change. Like I definitely miss people at home. Like I miss my family, my friends, and weirdly enough, my dogs. But weirdly enough, I miss my clothes a lot because I only brought like my hiking backpack worth of stuff, and I just think about like all the clothes that like I want to wear to work or like out or anything, and I'm like, fuck, like they're in America, I don't have them. So there are a few items that I really like I bought this shirt, it's fine, it's like, you know, but this jacket, I bought this jacket here, and it's just such a staple, because I left my, if anyone knows me, my checkered pants, I left them at home for some stupid reason. So I had to buy a checkered something. Yeah, so then beyond that, Wellington is a fantastic city. You've got the mountains, you got the ocean, you have city, you have like, you're close to everything. On my lunch breaks, a lot of the times I'll go on a run. And I have an hour lunch break, so I'll just go for as long as I can, come back, take a shower, and go back to work. Beer here is amazing, so many craft breweries and small coffee shops. There's so much great coffee around the city, and it's so nice because you could just be in the city and then just go sit on the beach if you want to for a little while, because we have like a public beach just right here, and then you can go out clubbing, whatever, and then you can come and sit on the beach when it's like 3 a.m. and you're like, fuck, and that's just available for you, and it's awesome. Like, it's such a fun city, and there's a lot of live music, and just the vibe is so nice. Like, getting to know people here has been super easy. So I guess like a little bit about like my weeks. So I work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then Monday nights I have choir. So that's choir from 7 to 10, and we're learning a bunch of new songs, and I'm meeting all the people. And there Tuesdays I've been making like interesting foods. The first night I made like a baked salmon and cauliflower rice, which was pretty good. And last week I tried to make Venezuelan arepas. Didn't go as well as I wanted to because I didn't have the proper flour, but I think I'm gonna get some and make some proper arepas because they're just so good. And then Wednesday, pub quizzes are huge around here, especially on Wednesdays. So pub quiz Wednesdays, or just like go out and meet a friend for drinks Wednesday thing. Thursday is either chill night. Last night we came back home and watched just movies with my roommates, and we all just hung out and chatted. And then Friday, you know, Friday through Saturday, just go out, explore, you know, live life. And then Sunday is the market. So every Sunday they have a market at the waterfront, which has so many like fruits and veggies. And everything is a lot cheaper than it is in the supermarket, so it's best to go and buy all of your produce at the market that you need for that week. So that's what I've been doing, and I love it. I love going to the markets. And then intermittently going on runs and hikes and all these other things, trying to see as much as I can in this time. Planning to do a big like South Island trip in like January, February, because that's our summertime. And yeah, so far I have two visitors who have guaranteed that they are coming. First one is a mutual friend of Will and I's. His name is Flo. And hey Flo, if you're watching this, but he's from Berlin and I'm so excited for him to come. We met him in Peru. And then in March, Jamie, my friend from Washington, D.C. is coming to visit. And I'm super excited because he has a company, like business trip in Australia, so it was actually cheaper for him to like have a layover here than it was to like have a layover there. So my family hopefully is planning on coming, and if you're watching this and you want to travel, come to New Zealand. Even if you only have like a couple weeks, like come, you can stay with me for, you know, a few days and then go off and travel depending on my schedule. I'll come with you. The cost of living is expensive, and alcohol especially, it's mega taxed alcohol. Sometimes you can get like a beer for like $5, like a pint, but the pints are smaller than American pints, which are smaller than British pints, so it's just like, ooh. But here they do jugs, that's like a big thing, so you'll get like, they call it jugs, but it's like a pitcher. You'll get a pitcher of beer, and that's $10, and they have that pretty much at every bar every night, and that's just like a lager or ale. And honestly, like, even here, like the cheap wine, which is something that like I buy bottles of cheap wine pretty often, but because we're in like wine country, even the cheap wine is really good. So you could buy, you know, a $30 bottle of wine, but the $7.99 bottle of wine is just as good. So definitely recommend the wine here. Going to a wine festival with my friend Nell like in a couple weeks. Yeah, I would say like, obviously I see him like super happy and everything. Like it is like such a fun change and meeting a lot of people. It is exhausting though. Meeting a lot, like moving somewhere and literally knowing no one and starting from like ground zero. Well, I knew ground zero and starting to like build up a group of friends is exhausting because, you know, you're in that threshold of like meeting people and you want to hang out with them a lot, but then also it's like you need to take time for yourself. But it's been a lot of fun, and like it's made me definitely miss my friends, but it is also so exciting just getting to meet people and learn their way of life and see how, if they're also traveling, how they've adjusted in being in New Zealand and meeting their friends and everything. So it's like true, it's a really great experience. And even though like some days are like harder than others, I definitely recommend, if you are ever thinking about moving somewhere where you don't know anyone or you're making that jump and doing something completely different, to just do it. Because at the end of the day, like your home is going to be there. Like I know if I wanted to fly back to New Jersey or Chicago, I could, and I would have people waiting there with open arms being like, yes, like come back. And like that's such a wonderful like feeling to have, but I'm also so glad that I'm getting to have this brand new experience somewhere else and getting to, you know, lay my roots another place and establish connections and friendships and memories and everything in a new place. So it is a lot of fun. It's like I am adulting now, which is cool. Like I'm working a 9-to-5 job, I'm paying rent, I have bills, you know, I want to go out and be social, but I also have to wake up early in the mornings and can't blow my money in all in one place. And it's interesting because like adulting in a place where you don't have like a security blanket is like kind of cool, but also difficult because like everybody, like, you know, you're an adult, you know, like you're working and you have to budget and everything, and obviously I'm budgeting, but I still feel like I'm on vacation because I am somewhere else that I do want to go travel and I haven't seen so much of the country. So it's like finding that in between of like being a responsible adult and saving money, but all of that money that I'm saving is just going towards other holidays. So it's, you know, it's adulting, but like adulting light version. So I've started saying, you know, adjusting my vocabulary to match the vocabulary here. So instead of saying college, I'll often say uni, which is like university. Uni, because if I say college, that means high school here or something else. Like college is more of like trade school or like in between high school, trade school, and then like uni. So I have started saying uni just to confuse less people. Saying like crisps instead of chips, and then chips instead of fries. Yeah. The other day I said that I nicked, like I was talking about it, like when I was younger, my dad and I would go into the grocery store and we'd get green beans and like take them off the produce aisle and just eat them as we were shopping. I don't know if I should be disclosing this information online, but we would take green beans and just eat them while we were shopping. And I'd say like, yeah, we nicked them like from the pile. I don't know, we would nick them off the shelf and nick, like stealing. And I was like, I would never ever say like I nicked that and the way of stealing. I would just say like I nicked, you know, my leg shaving, I guess. Weird. They also call hiking tramping, and they call like lake houses batches, and it's just funny, like picking up these, like this new vocabulary almost, and trying to like make sure spelling, making sure that I have like use and favorite and color and other things like that, making sure that like everything that I would think is spelled with a Z, not a Z, a Z is actually an S, like globalization with an S, or organization with an S, like just different things, everything, like spell check. My phone is still on like US, oh my god, and having to think in like grams and meters and Celsius, I'm like, I can't do it, like I just can't. I went to the deli counter to get some like chicken to make sandwiches, and I was like, oh yeah, like I'll just get like a, you know, quarter pound, half pound, and I'm like, oh my god, they don't have pounds here, holy fuck, what do I do? What are they gonna measure it? And like literally my brain's like, what do they measure in? And then I get there and it was in grams, and I was like, I'll have 100 grams, and it was like 2 slices, and I was like, 200 grams, maybe? And then Celsius, I'm like, I need to learn to understand Celsius, but it's just like, oh my god, Fahrenheit just makes so much more sense in my brain. America, why do you do this to me? And like thinking of things in meters as opposed to like feet or like yards or something. It's just, even though like meters and yards are like kind of the same thing, I think, maybe. I don't even know at this point. But yeah, so there have definitely been things where I'm like, this is difficult adjusting. Also, the like crosswalk noises are really weird. They sound like a bird. It's like, not even, and then it sounds like a woodpecker, like the whole time. Yeah, I feel like that was a lot of information to just cram all at you at once, but overall it's been good. It's been a culture shock. I've been in situations where I'm like, what? Where am I? What am I doing here? But at the same time, it's like, I'm so glad that I am here, and glad that things are just like falling into place and working out and making friends and getting jobs and seeing the world and all this fun stuff. So if you want to come to New Zealand, hit me up. I'm your girl. I'll teach you how to do it, live in the life. Yeah, and meeting people along the way to help you out makes it a lot easier. People are a lot nicer than you think. So yeah, that's my update, life update of Allison Phillip. But I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm gonna try to be better at uploading these videos, even if it's just me sitting in front of the camera and talking to you about what's going on in my week, or if I'm out traveling, like I'm gonna film this weekend. I will definitely be posting more stuff, and hopefully you'll follow along, which will be cool. So yeah, well, peace out, yo. See you in the next one.